Hello, cherished viewers all over the world. I welcome you to my channel, and Haratu. May the peace and blessings be upon you all. I am your brother, I'm your host, I'm your teacher, and Haratu. Today, I want us to discuss about candles, the use of candle in evocation, spirit summoning, spirit communication. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, YouTube channel, please kindly do it so now. Help and Haratu YouTube channel to grow by liking it and sharing it for people to know the good work we are doing here. Are candles really important in spirit summoning? I'm asking you. If you have an answer, don't forget to answer it in our YouTube comment section. You are expecting your answers. You are waiting for your answers. The question is, are candles really important in spirit summoning? So let us hear from you. Before I will read your answers, I want also to give you my answer to this question. My answer is no. If you are using a simple method I am teaching you here, then answer is no. But if you are using it for your own purpose, your own way of doing magic, maybe the answer is yes for you. We have many ways, many reasons of using candles in spirit summoning. You have many reasons, many ways of using candles in spirit summoning. Some use candles in spirit summoning to read things they have written on their sheet of paper or their parchment. Some use candlelight to meditate on a sigil, a seal they are using in their invocation. Some use candlelight to as device, as divination device, like a scrying device. You name it. A lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. People have many reasons they're using candle for. But if you are using the method I'm teaching you now, what I will tell you that don't waste your money on buying candles. Apart from spirit summoning, some use candles as a birthday celebration. Some use candle to light for their dead ones. Some light candles at church, at their spiritual places, just to give them light. Some also light candle as a light in their room. Some light candle as when they are sitting for dinner. Some light candles for romance and other things. But if you are using candle for invocation, I want you to think twice about it. Let us recheck what our forefathers left for us. Let us recheck it. Let us go over to what our forefathers left for us. Let us see the purpose of our forefathers using the candle. If I am to count the amount of candle I have bought, You will be scared. You will be cry for me. Because at that time, now I think without candle, you cannot be successful in spirit summoning. I thought only way for you to be successful is to light candle. So I save money, not to do anything, or just to buy candles. So I bought candles in a large scale, in a large scale, just to keep it there, using it for candle, for spirit summoning, and also holy scripture magic, like reading of Quran and reading of Psalms to grant wish. When I started getting the knowledge, I started understanding everything. And when I have been enlightened, I started recheck everything I am doing in magic, everything I'll be reading from books. I came to understand that no, yes, candle have its purpose to serve, not the way I think. Yeah, it has its purpose to serve, not the way I think. Let me show this picture. This is one of my old way of doing magic. Now that time I was summoning Archangel Samael. Now in the olden days, now I have only two favorite angels, that is Archangel Michael and Archangel Samael. So this candle on the altar, and let us check below it. Below it, you see my pendulum. My pendulum is below it. Now I'm using this material to communicate. The pendulum to communicate with the entity, because I don't have the power of clairvoyant to hear the spirit. We can see how the candle light is. It is just a teeny light. Why? Because I don't know the purpose of candle, use the candle. So here, now I just light the candle because I think that when I light the candle, it makes the entity manifest, it makes the entity come and grant my wishes. This is what I know. So now I think without lighting the candle, I won't be successful. That's all. That's my reason. What now I know? This is what I know. Now what I know is that without lighting the candle, the entity will not grant my wishes. They will not come to my aid. This is what now I used to think. Later, I keep using candle for many years, for a long time. I started recheck everything our forefather has left for us to see the real reason of it. I started recheck it, recheck it. I keep checking it again and again and again and again. I get an impression that yes, candle is used as a manifestation device, as a scrying device. It is true. If you are using it for a scrying device, then it is good idea for you to use. But that one, it will cause you blind in the near future. Let me show you some of the candles light. When I grew an idea that you light candle in two. When I grew that idea, the one purpose is to use as a scrying device. Two is to use to read things from your papers. Maybe there's something you want to read out to the spirit. Maybe there is something you want to read from the paper without the candlelight, because the room is too dark, so you can't read it without the candlelight. So when I started getting things, I get an idea, or I grow an idea that if I'm using candle, the candle is only serving me only two purposes. One purpose is just to use it as a scrying device, and number two is to use to read things from a sheet of papers. So let me show you the time I was using it for scrying device. You can check from this candle. Have you seen how it has been spread huge and bigger? At that time, now I have grown enough to able to manifest spirit. So now I use the candle as a manifesting device, like crystal ball, black mirror. But for myself, I don't use black mirror. I don't use crystal ball. I don't use water. This candle, it was candle I used to as a scrying material device. So you can see that the candle light has been spread bigger and huge and bright. The color of the candle, the way the light, the color will be the aura of the candle will show how the aura of the candle, the aura of the spirit, the spirit aura, color of the spirit aura, that will make it will change the candle color. So you can see that this candle light is pure. It means that that spirit I was invoking, the spirit is very, very pure spirit. So here, now the candle is serving as a manifesting device or scrying device. But the problem is when you use candle light as a scrying device, later you will go blind. Why? Because gazing your eyes directly on the light, it makes you go blind. So when I realized that, also now I am thinking, hey, I am using candle as a scrying device and it's working fine for me. Then now I have to stop using the candle as a scrying device. So what device I'm going to use? I cannot afford of buying crystal ball, because in my country we will not get crystal ball to buy here in my country. I cannot afford of making a black mirror. Should I use water? It's become very, now I keep thinking about it. My brothers and sisters. So I keep thinking about it. But all the olden times, everything I've used the candle for, now I don't know that the candle is not serving anything. Oh, now I think that it was a candle that is helping me to get a good resource. It's a candle that is giving me success. That is what I was thinking. But later when I realized that, oh, if the candle, I can use the candle as a scrying mirror, then the candle became my scrying tool. Let me show some of the candles I am having on my my phones right now. All these candles, you can see this one too. Now the candle is really small. You see when the spirit manifested in the candle light, see that how the candle light become pure white, very beautiful. So when the spirit manifested, when they appear in the candle light, for your clairvoyant eyes we can see, but when you are taking the picture, the spirit will not manifest in the picture, but in the candle light, only the candle light, the spreading of the candle light, the picture can be captured. Let me show you another one. I have thousands of it. Let me show another one. I have thousands of it in my phone. Let me show another one. This one, the candle is tall enough. You can see how the light has been bright. So I'm showing you all this to show you that yes, you can use candle as a manifestation to material like crystal ball. You can use candle to replace crystal ball. You can use candle to replace black mirror. You can use candle to replace water. You can use it to replace those shiny materials you are using to manifest spirit as the scrying material. But when you keep using candle, take in mind that in later on you are going to get blind. You are going to go blind, because for you to gaze in the light for many years, it will make you go blind. So with my method I am teaching you, you don't need candle. You don't need candle. You don't need candle. I do remember olden days, my first magical book I bought. This is the book. It is called Candle Burning Ritual. A New Guide to an Ancient Art from New Age Fellowship. Female is a company at England. This is the neck candle. This is the my first book I bought. This book is talking about using of the candle. I used to buy candle a lot. I have bought I have bought a lot of candle. At that time, I do think that it was the candle that's doing the trick. But now I didn't know that it wasn't the candle. If I was to work with, if the case is love matter, now I used to use either red or, depending on the case, either red, or gold or yellow or guinea, depend on the case. If the case is about financial matter, now I use guinea. If the case is about to remove for separation, I use black. If the case about the healing, I use blue and other things. So now I have a multiple colors of candles. One thing you have to understand is that yes, the things we are using in the spirituality, it has a main purpose of using it. Sometimes even those who have wrote the book don't know. I have over thousands of spiritual books, but I haven't met any one of them mentioning that you can use candle as a scrying tool, like pendulum, like black mirror, water, or crystal ball. None of the book was able to mention that you can use candle as manifesting as a crystal ball or black mirror. So with practice, I got to know that that the purpose of using candle is to just to use it as a crystal ball or black mirror, or use it as a water in scrying. But at that time, I don't. None of the book was able to identify. That's why I'm telling you that let us recheck everything. Let us investigate everything we are doing in spirituality. With investigation, with recheck, you can able to know the actual purpose of using it. When I got to know the actual purpose of using candle in spirit summoning, I stopped using it. Because now I don't need it again. I can see the spirit without using the scrying tool. I can see the spirit without black mirror. I can see the spirit without crystal ball. I can see the spirit without water. I can see the spirit without a candle light. So when I use the candle, the profit I'm going to get from it in the later on is I'm going to go blind. So then why don't I stop using the candle? So my brother, what are your reasons of using candles? I want to know your reason of using candles. Do you think it is the candles that is making you, giving you the success? Do you think it is the candle that is making everything happen for you? Then what I want to tell you is recheck it. Let me know your reason of using the candle. Comment on my YouTube comment section. Let me know. I want to hear from you. I want to know the reason why you are using the candle. I have told you my reason. Let me go over to my reason for you to get it. When I was beginner, I didn't know the reason why I'm using the candle, but now I do think that it was the candle that is making the works success. So now I used to use candle in all my work, my spiritual work, both summoning and spells, using Quran and Bible. Now I used to use candles. Later on, I realized that, oh, even I can use the candle to as a crystal ball or as a black mirror. So I started using the candle as a crystal ball or black mirror. So you can see the picture on the screen. That was the time I was using candle as a crystal ball or black mirror. So when times goes on, it comes to a time now I don't know a channel I can use to communicate with the spirit, because sometimes I want to know some information, I want to get something. So now I use pendulum. So you can see from the this picture. Now I used to use pendulum. Here's my pendulum. So that at that time, this is the pendulum. The pendulum is this is the pendulum. So at that time, now I use candle as a light for me to be able to use the pendulum. A light to light the room for me to use the pendulum. So everyone has his own reason, but when you learn the proper way of invoking spirit, when you learn the proper way of talking to spirit, when you learn the proper way of communicating with spirits, you come to know that all these things on the altar, the candle holder, the sigil, that is Archangel Misael sigil, this pendulum, the altar cloth, the altar, all is not needed. You come to see that, oh, all these things is not important, it's not necessary, I should throw it away. So in my conclusion, what I'm telling you is that if you are to follow my method, please don't waste your money on candles. Let me repeat it again. I said, if you are to follow my method, my way of doing split invocation, please don't waste your money on candles, because from what I have been let you understand, candle has only two purposes in spirit summon. Only two. One is to use candle as manifestation. Two, you to use candle as scrying tool, like pendulum, rod. Like scrying tool, like crystal ball, black mirror, water. And two is to use candle to read things you have been writing on your sheet of paper. Because with my method, you will not need seal or sigil. So you don't need to gaze into seal or sigil. So you don't need candle light. If you don't like this, then what else are you going to like? If you don't like this simple method, then what else again are you going to like? I will draw the curtains down here. But if you have any dream, you can send it on through the number on the screen. Make it in audio format for us to interpret for you. If you are sick, now you need herbs to heal yourself. If you know particular disease you are being suffering, or you need herbs, you also can send a message through this number on the screen. You can send your message through this number on the screen. We will show you, or you will give you herbs for free, not charging. A very tested offering, a tested herbs I have been tested by myself. If you have any question, kindly send it to our YouTube comment section. We have already asked you a question. Now we are expecting you to your answers. The question, let me repeat the question. Like I said, are candles really important in spirit summoning? Please answer it through our comment section. I have already given you my answer. My answer is no. If you are using my method I'm teaching you now, my answer is no. But if you have any other reason why you are using, you can let me know, because I'm expecting your answers. Thank you. I'll draw the curtains down here. Wassalam, peace. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Bye bye.